Brad Edwards was preparing to welcome his first children, twin boys, into the world in 2017 with his then girlfriend.
I thought we were just going to have a normal pregnancy. I quickly learned that that wasn't going to be the case.
Both babies died due to complications in childbirth.
I didn't know if there's anything that I could have done differently.
Now, the 38-year-old is determined to educate other black men about the birthing process.
Make sure that we're communicating on.
In his grief, he connected with longtime friend Kyra Betts, who happens to be a doula. A doula is a trained professional who provides non-medical, emotional, and physical support to birthing people before, during, and after childbirth.
He asked me if I wanted to help other dads in the way that I helped him, and I said, sure, what do you mean?
Betts and Edwards launched the first of several 6-week training programs in St. Louis, Missouri, through the nonprofit Fearless Fathers.
We talked about seizures, we talked about what eclampsia actually is.
We stopped by one of their Dads to Doulas courses.
I'm going to be a first-time dad coming up sometime next year. Well, my primary reason for being here is just to soak up as much knowledge as I can because I'm very nervous.
I wanted to be a part of something that was serving the community.
The need in the black community is high. Black women are 3 times more likely to die in childbirth compared to their white counterparts, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. During the 6-week course, men go through real-life medical scenarios.
One afternoon, you notice that she is still taking the pain medication from the C-section. What do?
The men leave with a certificate of completion, and some hope to become doulas, like DeAndre Miller, who says he got certified with his wife.
I want to make sure that all the mothers, all our clients that we have do not go through any traumatic birth. I'm not used to seeing this type of unity of men coming together, and especially families seeing, I'm sorry to say, black men.
Edwards hopes his program and others like it will encourage men to reframe a father's role in the birthing and delivery process.
I know in my father's generation, we'll go in the parking lot, we'll smoke a cigar, we'll have a drink. And my thing to men now is, you don't know if you go out to the parking lot that there'll be a child to hold in that delivery room, or if there'll be a mother to hug and kiss and celebrate with.
Today, Edwards is a father to 2 healthy young children, and he hopes these courses will breathe more new life for black families.
Brad, do you wish you had a program like this in 2017? Do you think it would have made a difference?
Yeah, without a doubt. Thank you for asking that question. That's the first time I've thought about that. But yeah, there's definitely, I think, maybe a different outcome or something different that would have helped us both had I had this opportunity.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.